Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to Live at the Waterhole. First up, we're coming to you live from the Africam Old Donyo, which is located in over 111,000 hectares of private land in the heart of the Chulu Hills between Kenya's Tsavo and Amboseli National Parks. My name is Ralph Kirsten, and what do the waterholes and the bush hold in store for us today? That is the question. Well, we've got a Maasai giraffe and a yellow baboon. Let's just walk past. And of course, as per usual, please don't forget that this is a live and interactive experience. So we'd love for you to jump on board with us and send us through your questions and your comments. So back at the Africam Old Donyo, where we've got a nice journey or tower of giraffe here next to the waterhole. Lovely to see. Well, it looks like we have an additional bull that's arrived, but now it's time for a pool party. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds of these elephants at the waterhole. Totally different perspective, a little bit more overlooking the waterhole. And this is a very heavily visited waterhole, both by wildlife and by tourists. And where this camera is literally above the viewing point, where it will be quite busy at this time of year. It's high season, and it's all centered around the dryness within the park. So this heading into the dry season now, and it also coincides with the return, especially of the elephants, to these parts. So we've got a lovely herd of ellies here now, and they're also a little bit earlier than they were yesterday, so that's wonderful. What a wonderful sight that is, with flamingos. I think it might be the first time that these are on the show. I don't know about the naturalists before me. It's the first time for me regardless. Now, this particular waterhole is near to Kimberley, and it's on a privately owned permanent water body of around 400 hectares, situated to the immediate north of Kimberley, and we would be able to see lesser and greater flamingos, the lesser being slightly more pink and smaller, and the greater being not so pink and a little bit bigger. We're not just looking at the birds. There's obviously, those are very particular for this waterhole, the flamingos and the pied avocets. We haven't seen either of those at the other locations, but now we've got some general game in the red hartebeest. So the Africam Tau waterhole. This is next to the Tau Game Lodge in the Madikwe Game Reserve in the Northwest Province of South Africa. And I believe there in the background, that is a part of the Dwarsberg or Skew Mountain, or I'm trying to think of other synonyms for dwars. Across. It's the Across Mountain or the Skew Mountain. If any of you know a better word for dwars, let me know. It would have to be either Dutch or Afrikaans viewers that could help me there. Blue wildebeest numbers have kept increasing, and it's turning out to be quite a bazaar. With a nice close-up shot of a warthog sitting on its haunches as it grazes. You often see them doing this. It just makes it a little bit more convenient and easier when they are feeding on their hocks, as we say. It's a little male. You can see two sets of warts on the side of its face, one just above the tusk and then the second one just below the eye. And so that would be the same on both sides of the head, and that indicates a male. The females only have one set of warts, and that's also where the name is derived from, in being warthogs. And we have some crocodiles. Apparently there are 5 crocodiles resident in this particular waterhole, but they have been struggling to breed. All the animals seem to dig up their eggs when they nest, so they have been unsuccessful up until now, but who knows, in the future maybe they will be better at it. We've got another wonderful elephant sighting, this time at Africam Tau. So we just popped on it over there, and we'll wait for those freeze frames to move off before we'll go back to Old Donyo. So it's quite nice. We got the largest land mammal as well as the largest bird in the world, and the ostrich. And speaking of big heavy birds, there's our spurwing goose, the largest of all the geese that we have in Africa. So I think today has been a wonderfully diverse show. We've been to some of the new cameras. I really like that Camphor's Dam, the Africam Camphor's Dam at just outside of Kimberley. I like the Cat's Eye as well, also the Africam. But the ones that we've been going to as well, they've been fantastic. A little bit of technical problems at Old Donyo, but maybe tomorrow it will be better. We're slowly heading towards the end of the show. Don't forget that at 2:30 this afternoon there will be the sunset safari. I'm sure there'll be lots of spots, lots of cats, and lots of action.